Hello and welcome to the stream. Before I forget, let's put up the timer. Timer is up! Okay. It's time for more Paradise Killer.
Paradise Killer.
So I did look up another, I found a walkthrough on NeoSeeker instructing me how to get to the military barracks. I need to get to a specific location, Syndicate Gardens. Gardens. Might be able to get there by just walking there on the beach. Oh, damn. Go up here using the ladder. I'm still in Citizen Apartments. I'm in the gardens now. Southeast of the Syndicate Gardens. Which way is south, huh? Oh, there's a blood crystal here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, Yuri Knight is here.
Yuri Knight.
Got time to chat, Yuri? What do you want, freak? What kind of music do you like, Yuri? Good. A properly addressed question. Why do you want to know? I want to get to know you. Have you been drinking, freak? Do you have any interests? I do enjoy some music. Classical. Music that improves your mind. Studies show that the impact of listening to classical music only lasts for 10 minutes. There aren't any long-term effects. Quite. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. Have you ever visited the library vaults? From time to time. For work or personal use? What does it matter? I'm chasing some leads. That vault contains forbidden texts about demonology. A demon is purported to have possessed a citizen and murdered the council. It also contains other books. I am the architect's secretary. She occasionally requires records and texts for her work. So you didn't take books on demonology. Forgot to bring up the chat. Do the words demonology and architecture sound the same to you, freak? Do you know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? Nothing to do with me. Henry says a stranger passed him a forbidden book and told him to keep it a secret. That book is one you accessed. Not sure you can prove that, freak. If I remember correctly, the library vaults only record entry and exits, not what was read or taken. You just happen to know that? No, freak. I don't just happen to know that. I use the vault to acquire books for the architect. I know how the system works because I use it often. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry? No. You're the only one of the suspects who accessed that vault. That doesn't mean the book came from me. Oh, I see insects. I didn't even notice them before. Council building. Barracks, barracks, barracks. Where are thou? I'm back in Citizen Apartments. This is so frustrating. I'm looking at this picture. Syndicate HQ. I need to get to Syndicate HQ, I think. Gardens. Syndicate Apartments. Gardens. Syndicate Apartments. That looks like Citizen Apartments. Or is this still Syndicate Apartments? There's a relic here. Mushrooms grow all over the island and are prized for their variety of flavors. I must have one for Syndicate HQ, right? Even better, the courthouse. Oh, Syndicate Gardens. Oh my god, is this the Marshall Barracks? It is.
Halt! This is a restricted area.
What do you want, freak? Did you see Akiko on the night of the murder? Yes, she returned here after Henry escaped.
I don't.
Got a way to prove that? Our word is all you need. Hard to believe the word of the Grand Marshal's loyal troops. What do you want, freak? I have authority from Judge. You need direct permission from Grand Marshal Akiko 14 to enter. She doesn't have jurisdiction, Judge does. I'm investigating at their behest. Now let me in. Before I make you step back. Okay, okay. Chill. This is a military facility. I'm not obliged to let you in.
I only take orders from the Grand Marshal.
I have a bad feeling.
She isn't in charge here. The Grand Marshal runs the marshals. I'm a marshal. This isn't getting me anywhere. Are you authorized to answer questions? No, I'm under orders to direct you to the Grand Marshal. Fantastic. What do you want, freak? I want Akiko's phone records for last night. They are classified. I'm the investigator. Grand Marshal Akiko is our leader, not you. What do you want, freak?
Those crystals obtained.
Climb up both sets of ladders near the Marshal Guard post to reach the roof above the main entrance. Then proceed southeast to the cliffs overlooking the citizen apartments. Blood crystal obtained.
Those crystals obtained.
Citizen apartments. No! I can't believe I fell. I'm at the mountain gorge. I'm at citizen housing. Man. I'm in Donchi now. Damn it. Lydia, pick me back up! I don't even remember where the barracks were. Oh, over here.
Fast travel unlocked.
Look to Crimson Acid. She has been blessed. So can you. Devotion is rewarded. Work hard and pray hard. I'm saving.
Game saved.
I'm concerned. Courthouse. I need to go to the cliffs. Proceed southeast to the cliffs overlooking the citizen apartments. Marshall Barracks. Hop onto the rooftops of the main Marshall Barracks building. Once you're on the Marshall Barracks rooftop, head up north toward the courthouse. How? There. Let me get that blood crystal.
Those crystals obtained.
There's a Shinji down there. And a relic. I see the dead zone. And I think that's Sam Daybreak's place. Nightmare computer.
Nightmare computer.
Pyramids and cosmos. Cosmos. Just the stars this time.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
I just accessed the barracks. I got an achievement for it too. Completely fearless. In face of demonic gas. Another nightmare computer.
Nightmare computer.
Goat. Whoops, moons.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Investigate scene.
Scene.
Encrypted file. An encrypted file in a suspicious looking folder that is outside of the main marshal files. Starlight can crack the security on it. Prisoner transfer records. Some records about prisoner transfers that stand out. Akiko removed 2 prisoners that are unaccounted for a day before the murder. Why? Oh, that's suspicious! Starlight got me into the marshal servers. If Akiko finds out, I'm not sure how long my head will stay on my shoulders. This file is encrypted and outside of normal folder structure. It's a photo of a strangled woman. My job is a never-ending joy. The metadata says that this came from a folder called Grace Bloodlines Examination. I'll hang on to this.
Got it.
A photo of Grace Bloodline's neck from her examination. Looking closely, you see the bruising around her throat. The marks aren't uniform. There is an area of more pressure. These are prisoner transfer records. As well as the desolation cell, there's a prison within these barracks for the non-demon possessed prisoners. Looks like Akiko removed 2 prisoners 2 days ago. There's no record of them being brought back into the prison. I wonder why Akiko would have removed prisoners. Oh, I hate going up and down stairs. In real life and in video games. Whoa. I don't see anything. What the hell? Jeez. Sometimes you just get stuck on stuff. There's just blood staining the staircase. Either that or it's rust. Don't see anything here. Don't see anything here. I think that's the way out. New Knight, the Holy Warrior, the slaughterer of the Chained Star System. New Knight is an arrogant goddess that only deems soldiers worthy of her attention. The Syndicate got superstitious after any statues of her outside of martial grounds were destroyed by red lightning on the 5th island. Since then, there has only ever been one statue of her on each island. Henry says he remembers seeing Moonlight last night. Did he come past this statue? If he did, it means he came through the barracks. This is the only one on the island. That means Henry took a different route to the council building. Which route did he actually take? Marshal quarters, mess hall, and training hall. My blood vial hasn't been authorized for this door. I doubt Akiko will allow that. Armory and combat halls. My blood vial hasn't been authorized for this door. I doubt Akiko will allow that. Prisoner processing in cells. This door leads to the barracks. It's a secure tunnel to the desolation cell where Henry is incarcerated. It is coded only to Akiko's blood vial. The barracks are sealed unless you're a marshal. Am I missing something? Okay, I need to go to the rooftop. I was just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. How do I get here?
obtained.
The hero of the 19th corruption, Crimson Acid. She slit the throat of a demonic general.
Blood crystal obtained.
It's such a surprise that there are still so many blood crystals to find. Oh my god. This fucking noise. There must be something here that I can, interact with. Yep.
Blood crystal obtained.
Be careful. Otherwise we can't talk to Shinji. The rain here is a blessing, Love Dies. The island is too hot. Heat makes people crazy. Why can't you fix that? The Syndicate runs this island. It's a miracle there isn't a slaughter every day. It's the reality folding drive. It kicks out a nuke's worth of power every second. Fix it. Take it up with Masahiro Heavy Industries. I don't deal with customer services. Just make it happen. I'll catch you later.
Blood crystal obtained.
Used to intercept communications between citizens. So much inanity, some horniness, thousands of secrets. I'm in citizen apartments again. I don't see what it is I can pick up. Oh, it's in here. An ornate collection of tales of the silent goat, given as a coming-of-age present. Okay, what else do I have to do? Okay, I need to talk to Doom Jazz, Akiko, Henry Division. Where's Doom again? On the other side of the island. Okay. Let me go to Akiko first. Okay, go into the desolation cell. Okay, now I can talk to Akiko.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
What happened with the prisoners you removed from the barracks prison? It's classified, Nenoro Chito. I disagree.
And the truth
Why were they
are not
removed?
the same.
Investigator, they were being processed before the slaughter ritual. We don't just open the prison gates and let them wander over to the temple.
The
They were removed
investigator is
before the
here.
slaughter ritual. What happened to them? They were processed and returned to their cells.
I don't
The logs don't show
want
them being
this.
returned. You don't have access to the full marshal network, so you can't prove that. You also don't get to question how I run my army. Suspicious?
Henry Division.
Did you go through the barracks last night? Why are you asking? The only statue of New Night is in the barracks. Well, I guess I did then. Good investigating. You nailed it. Any fucking idea how that happened? What everyone is saying about what you did last night might be wrong. Some excitement, finally. I need to talk to Lydia. Witness to the end. Doom Jazz. It's all crowded. Do I need to talk to the architect? I can't tell. Whoa. I need to talk to, I don't know what this one's called again. This ghost. Maybe I stay on this path here. I see Doom Jazz. I don't have to talk to Carmelina. Citizen services. Thank you for the lurk, Jazz. I'll just have Lydia drive me there.
13 Jazz.
I've been told that you're in love with Akiko. I assume you paid for that secret? It's none of your business or anyone else's. It has nothing to do with your case. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Can't say I did. They're pretty unusual. What do you know about a photo taken of Grace's throat during your examination? I took photos, but they were confiscated by Akiko. Classified or whatever. I found one on the Marshall server. Can I get your opinion on it? The bruising on the throat looks odd. That's because the fingers that did it aren't uniform. In normal strangulation bruising, you can see areas of pressure from the fingertips and the knuckles. The pressure on these is misaligned. This is normally because the attacker is wearing jewelry. Specifically in this case, a ring on their wedding ring finger. What about power armor? No, the gauntlets in the Marshal's power armor are gloves with armor plates on the top of the hands. Who wears a wedding ring? Or wore a wedding ring? This was 10 years ago. What do you know about the fourth holy seal? Not a thing, love dies. Council secrets and all that. Okay, I need to also talk to Lydia. Witness to the end. Akiko again? Damn, I have to talk to her again? Who was married 10 years ago? The architect? I think it was the architect who witnessed to the end. I'm close by to witness. Where is he? I don't see him on the AR thing anymore. Witness to the end. Right here. Witness.
Witness to the end.
Want to chat, witness? I must warn you that I'm not one for long conversations. What else do you remember of the Great Betrayal? I understood what salvation is. I was married to another inhabitant of the palace. A wonderful woman, but she chose heresy over the gods. I do not blame her. It was a troubling time. The whole world changed. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. I refused to abandon our heavenly masters. She chased me throughout the Chaos Palace, determined to take my life. Ezekiel saved me. He found a way out as the palace was attacked, and we were free. We had no idea what daylight or time was, but we knew we had to find the remaining believers. We wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the syndicate. And now you only work only for the gods? The syndicate's work is holy work. Without the syndicate, the gods will never rise again. There is a balance, however. Ezekiel saved me, and now I must save the syndicate. Save? How are you going to save it? Too many of us forgot to adhere to the ways Silent Goat taught us. When was the last time you did a full prayer routine? I will evangelize these values on the new island and bring us back into the light. In order for that to happen, you need to do your job, Lady Love Dies. Let us not do social calls into the next island. Understood. Maybe I'll see you on the next island. Maybe? The truth I find about the murder may involve you, witness. A devoted servant like myself has nothing to fear. I understand you have become more secretive, maybe a bit paranoid? Who told you that? You hiding something from me? Others get jealous when you have a purpose in life. My holy work doesn't concern those who are straying. My personal business is my own. Secrets are dangerous, witness. They can take physical forms before you realize. You don't need to lecture me, investigator. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? I didn't. When they have occurred before, they have always been hard to pinpoint. They don't affect the whole island.
Under the gaze of the gods.
Wait, didn't I already investigate this? Yeah, I did.
Scene investigation.
There. That's the elevator. Carmelina. I get to talk to her again. Carmelina. Wait, was this the right way to her? Doesn't appear so. Hell? Where is she? Oh, over here.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Can I ask you something, Architect?
We have
I want to give you something, Investigator. An eye? Is the eye of a worshipper of Blood Dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage device. The chronicles of Blood Dancer have been imprinted into it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god. Blood Dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides as he perfected his insane technology. There are always sacrifices for progress, Investigator. Carmelina. Are you doing genocide apology? Like, right now? I don't know if that is true, Architect. It depends on your priorities, Investigator. A life lived poorly for others denies your true self. A life lived in balance sees a glimpse of potential. A lack of balance hurts others and denies you of valuable experiences. That depends on your definition of valuable. Please, go and enjoy the island, Lady Love Dies. Through it, you may learn more about yourself. Thank you for your time, Architect. A gift from Carmelina. A preserved eye which has had the chronicles of the god Blood Dancer recorded to it. Architect, when did your marriage with the witness end? Why are you asking? Working on something. I assume you'll cooperate? About 9 years ago. And you wore a wedding ring? Of course. What is this about? Thank you for your help. Oh, this is the library.
Getting saved.
Okay, what else do I need to do? Talk to Lydia and Akiko. Here. I don't remember where Lydia is. Maybe on the pier? Oh, yep, right here.
Please get a daybreak.
Let's go for a drive, Melody.
What's good to eat on this island? The deep factory nailed the meat this time. The synthetic meat, that is. Notice how there's now livestock on the island? The deep factory got expanded. All the meat is made from a culture or bugs. There are huge caverns full of bug breeding and meat growing operations. You been down there? A few times. We all got tours of it from Councilor Macon. They were pretty proud of it. That's the one that hit me hardest about last night, LD. I'd gotten close with them over the last few islands. Some of the council became pretty high and mighty, but they were always cool. I'm sorry to hear that, Lydia. Thanks, LD. It's just so messed up. Mind if we call it here? No worries. What do you know about the fourth Holy Seal? I don't know, LD. The Holy Seals are kept secret. I haven't reached full relationship with Lydia yet. Oh, there's a martial guard right here.
If you want.
What's going on?
The hell?
The dead zone is leaking demonic gas. The purifying system seems to have failed.
Now stay back. I don't remember where... Was it One Last Kiss, maybe? Is that the name? Courthouse. Paradise Killer. One Last Kiss. Syndicate Graveyard. Okay. That's where I need to be. The Syndicate Graveyard. Oh, she's right here.
One last kiss.
Got time to chat? I have all the time in the world until the island ends. Are you worried about blinking out of existence when this island ends? What a wonderful bedside manner, investigator. If you do your job, then I have nothing to worry about. My killer will be brought to justice and I can be laid to rest. Are you hoping for an afterlife? Heaven, hell, eternal paradise in the cosmos, or an endless suffering and whatever the degenerate hell the gods have devised? It isn't something to worry about. It can't be helped. What if there is no afterlife and you spend your life hoping there is? What a waste.
The truth is all around you,
Do you believe in the afterlife, investigator? Of course, what else is there? Do you take solace in that belief? It's something to fall back on when you need a bit of comfort. At your lowest points. There are always times when everything is taken from you. It's nice to think heaven might be waiting for you. Even for an immortal? Immortal doesn't mean invulnerable. All it takes is one knife and suddenly you're dealing with the cold hard fact of the afterlife existing or not existing. A lot of people found out that fact last night, didn't they? I hope they got the answer they wanted. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? It would be very convenient for that to happen last night, wouldn't it? I think whoever told you that is lying. Do you know anything about the fourth holy seal? I know it requires godliness to get through. How do you know that? As a spirit, I can go places others can't. How can someone get through it? Find out how to become close to a god. What about Henry? What are gods and demons when you get down to it? Aliens, beings from the depths of the universe. How good is it they can differentiate between a demon and a god? What if that's the flaw in their plan? Could a demon get through the god seal? Could it? Last person I need to speak to is Akiko. So far. Okay, there's gonna be an ad break playing soon, so be right back. Okay, we're back. See a blood crystal. I still haven't found the, Oh, there's a relic here. When a citizen completes their allotted worship quota in a day, their report card is stamped. It is also stamped for over-worship. Over-worship. I've already done this. Ow! 'Oh, there's a blood crystal here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Fourteenth island sequence. Celebration! Our worship reinvigorated one of our beloved rulers. Lost Pain awoke from slumber on the dark side of the moon.
Game saved.
Game saved. And we're in the mountain gorge again. Courthouse.
The investigator. Is paradise worth saving? The door to truth will open. Hey. Carmelina took some god flesh. What happened to it? Yeah, what did happen to it? There are some obscure symbols on another planet. What the hell is going on? I need to check the council building again, I'm guessing. Because it keeps telling me that I need to check it from top to bottom. Why is there a damage grid at the council penthouse? How is this opened? Is there any evidence in the area?
I need to talk to Akiko. I have some chili that I'm eating.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Why did you confiscate the photo of Grace Bloodline's neck from Doom Jazz after the examination? She was murdered by someone possessed by a demon. Anything related to demonic possession is classified. Is that standard procedure just for evidence that doesn't tie into the official story? Standard of procedure. You think you're really smart and clever with your side insinuations, but you're not. You're wrong.
Henry Division.
I think I'll fast travel to the council building.
Scene investigation. Game saved.
Probably missed something. This is the maintenance hatch for the council building. Looks like it has been opened. The anti-tamper seals are cut and the grate has been pried open. You need a thin tool to open this. There are scrape marks going into the access hole as well. Was something manhandled through here? A sculpture that shows up on every island. No one knows where it comes from or whether to fear it or not. And I'm back here. There's nothing here. Dead end.
Don't test me. Got it. I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, so I really can't.
Don't test me.
Maybe if I go around, I'll be able to find something. Nothing here. I'm stuck. Okay, now let me look it up. Third Holy Seal. Okay, how about the horrified ghost?
Ha.
That thing again. Vile embrace journeyed across the stars to find new races to vivisect. A carnal god whose followers engage in extreme sex. Extreme sex? That sounds horrific. Nuh-uh. I don't have many vials left. I'm looking for the evidence for the horrified ghost. Apparently a door I have to open. Ladders.
Key item obtained.
Huh? I need 2 more. I read that one already. Yeah, this is the elevator to Doom Jazz's yacht.
Investigation.
Vampiric murder reports. A confidential report about victims of vampiric attacks. Oh, that's it? This is a classified report about vampiric murders on the island. 5 victims killed by what appeared to be a vampire. The last victim was found on the beach and was the only one to have any trace of the perpetrator's saliva on them. The perp was ID'd and arrested by the marshals, a citizen. The cause of vampirism was unknown. A confidential report about victims of vampiric attacks. I can't believe I missed this door so many times.
Halt! This is a restricted area.
This is a restricted area. How do I get it? Tell me how! Okay, I might as well go to the ghost. I'm gonna run to the ghost. Danchi. I can probably get Lydia's last relationship thing. If I go talk to her now.
Okay, great.
Let's go for a drive, Melody.
Think you could ever go back to the old life? You mean being an assassin? You asking because of the case? This is all off the record. Just chatting. I told you that part of my life is over. Got no taste for it. Do you miss it? I miss the abstract. Ignoring the actual murder part, having a skill to get good at was good. Gave me a purpose. These hands aren't for killing now. You get a long time to think on these islands. It's not worth it. What isn't worth it? Ending lives. What's the point? A life is too important to end early. My line of work was just facilitating another person's ambition. You should be working for yourself, not someone else. What about working for the syndicate? That's different. We're part of something here. A higher calling. We worship our gods and work for their glory. Not the same as a few coins for a slit throat. What about you? Happy to be working again? I'm the investigation freak. The old nickname. Something to live up to. I'll drop you back at the beach again. This time I brought you something. Is this one of your paintings? Yeah, from one of the beaches. This is amazing. Thanks, Lydia. Something to remember your return to paradise by. If I get an apartment on the next island, this will get a pride of place. Appreciate it, LD. Listen, I've enjoyed our drives, but you need to get this thing solved so there is a next island. Get at me if you got a question about the case, yeah? Will do. Thanks again, Lydia. Max hangout level with Lydia. Achieved. A painting by Lydia. It captures the beauty of the island's coast. I'm gonna head back to the beach. I just need to find the dude. Oh, there's a blood crystal here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Now I'm gonna look up obelisk. I need to find a nightmare terminal. Did you find evidence? I found the evidence when I searched the surgery at the Syndicate HQ.
The truth
You were the
is
first
revealed.
victim. The murders were covered up. The cause of the vampirism was never found. The killer was caught because of you. Me? The killer left a trace of saliva on you. They found him, a citizen. He was arrested. The horror is gone. I could ascend. Take this. A blue demon gave it to me. He could see me.
Blood crystal obtained.
Now I'm looking for a nightmare computer. There's a blood crystal up there.
Blood crystal obtained.
It's a wonder that I keep finding blood crystals. Gosh, tell me it's raining. The body again.
Scene investigation.
Got it.
There's nothing here. There's supposed to be a nightmare computer on the beach. Agrifields. Almost done with my chili. Okay, I'm done. I've gotten a lot of relics. No more red exclamation points. The secured grate on the side of the council building looks like it has been forced open. The anti-tamper seal has been cut and the edges of the grate are scuffed, indicating it has been pried open. This opening would get someone in behind the Holy Seal martial guards. A good way to do a surprise attack. There are scrape marks here as well, like something was dragged through the access hole. A container used to keep blood cool. There's a used blood sample bottle in the chiller. The label has been scratched off, but the first letter of the name is K. Found at Sam's Whiskey Distillery in the Dead Zone. Nightmare computer that is linked to the obelisk on the beach. Okay. Still have a lot to do. I missed something. I've missed so many things. Apparently I'm not supposed to be looking on the beach. I need to get out of here.
Stay back.
I never noticed the guards all around here.
If you want to live, stay back. If you want to live, stay back.
Oh, relic. A fossil of an alien being. The Earth is covered in these. A citizen must have brought it with them. How's your day going, Love Dies? Having a good time? Having a blast? Investigation is in my blood. That's the spirit. Screw the murdered council, so long as you're getting yours, eh? Not what I meant. Later's gotta shoot. Later's gotta shoot. I don't know what that means. I'm at Citizen Apartments again. Oh, there's a blood crystal up there. Oh. I fell. Oh, there's the dog. Bearton. The crisp fit.
Those crystals obtained.
I'm in the gardens. Council building. Where is it? This is the Syndicate Apartments. There's the council building. Ugh. I'll just quick fast travel. Blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
Imagine her crouching and also jumping around. Very bizarre image. Ad starts in 1 minute.
Blood crystal obtained.
Fourth island sequence. We understand. Communing with the gods lets the alien devils in. They rot our islands and condemn us to failure. We must never speak to them. Some did not obey the law. Okay, time for another ad break. Okay, I'm still looking for it. Oh. No! I almost found it. Someone's been littering. Or maybe not. This bottle has blood in it. There are traces of the blood of every member of the council in here. No fingerprints. A weird and suspicious thing to find. Up above is the entrance to the council building where Akiko allegedly found Henry after the murder. Judge said Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach. If he is being framed, this is a good way of getting it into him. Did someone do the murder, then take blood from each victim, bottle it, and force Henry to imbibe it? Oh, she is so far away. I'll just walk along this. They'll probably get me there. Yep.
Grand Marshal Agago 14.
When you found Henry, did you see a bloody bottle lying around? What bottle? There wasn't any bottle. Why are you wasting time? You saw nothing to suggest the blood in Henry's stomach had been administered artificially? Of course not. Stop dragging this out with stupid theories.
Henry Division.
Okay, what else do I have to do? Let me go back to the council building. Because it still says that I have to check it from top to bottom. forget how to get to the council building. No!
Respawning.
Syndicate HQ. I'm at the courthouse. Mountain Gorge. Let me just fast travel to the council building again.
Analyzing.
Sure. Ooh, the investigator is
The
here.
missing piece where Henry was found by the marshals.
Processing.
That's strange.
Try the roof again. Who keeps closing that damn door? What the hell? I don't know why that happened. Oh, I have auto walk toggled on. Going around the council building.
This is Ice Kiwame's apartment. The bio in Starlight for him says that he took his own life. Unheard of for a council member. Was he hiding something? There are records of 2 births. The names are redacted. The births occurred a couple of years apart. The first one was 27 years ago. What are tampered birth records doing in the apartment of a council member that took his own life? If I didn't know any better, I'd say this is a big stinking clue about something. There's 2 of them. Who tampered with them? Whose children were being hidden? Henry was born 27 years ago, it says. Does it still say? Yep, it still says it. This island sucks. I know it's supposed to be perfect or whatever, but it sucks. No, it's still just the grate. I don't see anything else. I'm just confused. Henry was born 27 years ago. Does this give Henry the council blood needed to get through the 3rd seal?
Getting saved.
I don't know, maybe I do the trial.
Getting saved.
I'm gonna accuse witness.
The investigator. Is paradise worth saving? The door to truth.
Let's
will-
expose the truths. Are you sure, Lady Love dies? This is the point of no return where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime will be death as dictated by syndicate law. Please be sure. Start the trials and cross the point of no return into the abyss of crime.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice. Let me explain how we shall uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight.
Show me.
You will choose
the
which
truth.
suspects you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
The door to truth will open.
Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials work? Do you need me to repeat this? I'm ready to go. Let's breathe life back into paradise. Judge?
That's weird.
The island is ending. Our home shatters before us. This farce has gone on for long enough. It is time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown. The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs around the island chasing down false leads. You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials? We don't have much time, Love dies. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count. The rest of the Syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry. Fuck you. You're overstepping your authority, Architect. Judge, let's breathe life back into paradise.
Other facts.
Love dies. You are authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of death. Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods and an atrocity against the Syndicate. Or do you disagree? I do not.
No idea what
Be
you're
strong
talking
in your
about.
accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. It's been a while since I executed justice.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
Speak to the suspects and collect your gun. We'll commence this trial shortly.
Key item obtained.
You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you are ready to talk. Crimson, hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for whatever you're planning. Henry, this is a formality, right? I'm lined up to get my head blown off, aren't I? That's what we're here to find out. Architect, investigator, this island is ready to die and new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All of the evidence points to him. No, it doesn't. Grand Marshal? No, Rochito, you better get this right. Henry didn't need to be executed. Wrap this up. Yuri, Freak, get this over with. We all know who did it. You're wasting my time.
Witness.
Lady Love dies. This is it, isn't it? The reckoning. The future of paradise. I hope you make the right choices.
So do I. Lydia. Sam.
Hey, LD. We're cool, right? We're in the clear, aren't we?
We'll find out at trial, guys.
Doctor. Love dies. If you prosecute me, will I get conjugal visits?
Sorry, Doc. The punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult. I'm accusing witness.
Lady Love dies.
Henry allegedly escaped during the execution, broke through the prison bars, and headed to the council building, murdering the marshal guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene.
How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth.
Wow, I only have evidence against Grand Marshal Akiko, Henry Division, and witness to the end. Suspect confirmed. I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko.
Nenorochito, the freak is lying. The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in? Present your evidence. Construct the truth.
I can break Akiko's alibi.
The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi.
Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 2352. She claims she found him outside the council building at 003.
I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry.
Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? The marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks. However, it is hard to take their word as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence.
Did you confirm the phone call?
Akiko's phone records are apparently classified and the investigator isn't allowed to access to them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko. I took Witness's phone and analyzed the records at a comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing on the calls and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the desolation cell. The comms tower puts her location at the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime.
Watch your language in the House of Justice. She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect.
Witness testified that on the call from Akiko, he couldn't hear the desolation cell's distinctive, dreadful atmosphere or the ocean. That isn't conclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims.
The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken. Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
I can break Henry's alibi.
Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events?
No, the truth is distorted. The facts are wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself.
Fuck yeah! This is getting interesting.
Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him. He saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified.
Henry has been in the barracks, though. That's where detainees are processed when they're arrested.
The statue is in the main barracks grounds. Prisoners don't go through there, correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Ill Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells.
I'm not answering that. It's classified. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the holding cells.
The facts and the truth.
Henry could only have seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the desolation cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the desolation cell, he'd have had to go through the main barracks grounds, though. That was 10 years ago. He has lost all of his memories from that incident. The only thing that he remembers is New Night last night. This sounds like a stretch, investigator.
I don't.
The only way to get to the council building from the desolation cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The nightmare computer logs in the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray. Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach, but I don't think he ingested them himself. How else did the blood get inside him? I found this bottle on the rocks below where Henry was found. It had been used to hold blood. Starlight analyzed the blood in it and matched the remains to all of the council members. How did it get there? There are no fingerprints, but my theory is that someone took council blood from the scene, placed it in the bottle, and forced Henry to ingest it. Why? To scapegoat him for the crime. They were rushed or sloppy and casually discarded the bottle, assuming no one would question the lie. You can't prove this, though. The demonic sigils that cover Henry's body were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first sealed marshals. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with its own anger. Did the demon make him draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions. It just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there, then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Couldn't he have copied them from his own body? Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken. Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity. Huh, is that the best you've got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's big hope. She's right, that is speculation and not evidence.
Show me your truth.
The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermites, not demonic residue. Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. Grand Marshal? Don't never trust computers. Her little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample, 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene, acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature. Akiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped. This is a lie. A good truth. Please, let us sample some more.
Show me your truth.
The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There is no way Henry could have got off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals, and murdered the council and be found at 3. Akiko lied. Grand Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response? She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to frame me. How did Henry cross the island, get through all of the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 3 past midnight? He's got the demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You are speculating without any evidence to back it up.
Show me your truth.
Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Doctor, was his dosage correct? Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. The inhibitors had never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor? That's quite the claim. It would mean that the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade. There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened. Very convenient that the demon pulled the trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, but I am taking it into consideration.
Show me your
I have nothing to present. You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are a total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You are a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it? You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal? This was never part of the plan, you pompous... Oh. Who are you talking to? Carmelina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you. The Raven... I have no idea what she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge. You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report that I had found him after the council were dead. Carmelina? She's wrong. She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her. I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. Lady Love dies? Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file.
Carmelina's conspiracy.
Judgment has passed. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now? I will save your progress before the next trial begins.
Getting saved.
Henry's demonic possession. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the syndicate's exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he has been contained and sedated in a desolation cell with inhibitors. Investigator, Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved with Henry's possession in a demonic invasion that spelled doom for the island? Suspect confirmed. I believe Yuri pushed Henry down the path to possession. I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me.
Show me your truth.
Inside a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vault. What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire of Magida. A frightful tomb. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the restricted texts?
Show me your truth.
Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tomb that would lead to his possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him a restricted text. And you think it was me? You're a joke. I had nothing to do with this. I don't consort with citizens. You'll need better evidence than this.
Show me your truth.
Yuri accessed the vault that contains the books on demonology. I believe Yuri took books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed. The plan? The freak wouldn't know a plan if she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it. Exile caused her brain to rot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation, and fiction. The plan will become clear in later case files. There is a conspiracy at play and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse conviction. I'll go back to the idle lands and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crimes to end all crimes, and the path to the truth is a winding one. We cannot go on trust. This is not justice. Do not dare to lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the investigator.
Show me your
I have nothing to
truth.
present. I've considered your truth.
The court finds Yuri guilty.
This is unacceptable.
Do you know who I am? I have been chosen. I will be on the next council. This freak has taken away my destiny. I will burn the syndicate to the ground. Yuri, be quiet. No, I'm the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. I helped you, and now I'm going to die. These are the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught out. Is this true, Yuri? She promised me a seat on the new council and to retrieve enchanted blue from the real world. Nonsense. I got Henry the books on demonology. Sent him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer. The truth lies within a conspiracy. I was not expecting Carmelina to be accused of a conspiracy to murder the council. I thought it was witness to the end. My bad. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you don't have access. Oh, yeah, save.
Getting saved.
The murder of Grace Bloodlines. Grace was our chief exorcist, and Henry was convicted for her murder, which he allegedly committed during his arrest. One Last Kiss seems to think she was set up to die. Grace Bloodlines was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sun's light cast the shadows from the terror and leave only truth visible. The truth may still be in shadow. Did those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night? I investigated at the behest of One Last Kiss. Who is One Last Kiss? The ghost of Grace Bloodlines. She's on the island. A ghost of a murder victim 10 years ago is on the island? Is that so hard to believe, Judge? Can you prove you are who you say you are? Haunted complex, crescent, drifting sun, satellite. Confirmation, Grace Bloodlines, unique blood code. One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial and she confirmed the code independently. It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last night? I was murdered 10 years ago, allegedly by Henri, who everyone here would have you believe is the council murderer. It makes you think, doesn't it? What if the two are linked? One Last Kiss asked me to investigate her murder. He believes there is more to it than the official version of events. Do you suspect her? No, I believe she is a victim in all this. Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trials continue. Lady Love dies. Drive us along the highway of truth. Accusing Carmelina. I believe Carmelina was the architect of her murder. This is nonsense. You have no evidence.
Show me your truth.
When Henry was arrested, Grace was meeting with Carmelina. Carmelina requested to accompany Grace on the exorcism. This is unusual, as it would have placed Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger. It may be unusual, but it doesn't prove she is the perpetrator. Of course it doesn't. The investigator is trying to prove a fantasy. It may have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes requires risk.
Show me your truth.
While Grace and Carmelina were en route to Henry, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko. He instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Carmelina forgot to use encryption. Architect? I have no recollection of this. It sounds like a fabrication.
Show me your truth.
I found a photo of Grace's body that had been excluded from the reports. It was hidden on the Barracks server. It showed the strangle marks on Grace's neck. Doom Jazz took a look at it and suggested that they were done by someone that wore a wedding ring. Carmelina wore a wedding ring at the time when Grace was killed. I suspect that Carmelina killed Grace when Henry didn't step up and do it for her. This is tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it? Doctor, it is my firm opinion that this was done by a ring worn on the wedding ring finger. Bruising can contain very detailed information. Preposterous. The doctor would say anything to a pretty face. Back off, Architect. Leader, we'll see about that. Why would Architect Carmelina have killed Grace?
I don't.
Yuri gave Henry demonology books. Henry was being set up to end the island to possibly be scapegoated for the murder of the council. A dead exorcist means that the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it came time to pin the blame on someone for last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace's bloodlines, Akiko stepped in and framed Henry, giving him a history of murder. This sounds like a conspiracy, investigator. I believe so, Judge. Very well. Absolutely not. This is a farce. Hold your tongue in the halls of justice.
Show me your
I have nothing to present. You have presented a veritable treasure trove of facts.
The court finds Carmelina guilty.
Grace Bloodlines was murdered by the hand of the architect. So this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator. What? How dare you? This is nonsense. This trial is over. Henry will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the idle lands. This is my courtroom. I am justice incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trials. You have been found guilty. You will receive your punishment. The trials continue. Lady Love dies while you're in here. Oh.
Getting saved.
Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? The first Holy Seal that protects the Council is made up of 2 high-ranking God Justice Marshals. Fearsome warriors trained to neutralize potential threats to the Council. Who killed them and how? Last night, the taloned hand of death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched the life from them? Was it the accused, or is there another truth skulking on the periphery of our knowledge? They were elite marshals and given their lives guarding our beloved Council. How were they killed and why?
Crime
I will show you the truth. Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. I guess it's Akiko, huh?
Is this
The
a
Grand Marshal holds the answers.
truth?
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind. You dare accuse me of murdering my own marshals?
Show me your truth.
They're not your marshals. An unexpected glint of truth in the riverbed of mystery.
I don't
The dead bodies at the
like
first seal
this.
aren't marshals. That's a lie, Nenorochito. Where are the real marshals? My suspicion is somewhere in the barracks. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? Grand Marshal, this is a courtroom. Keep your language in check. A blood sample from the dead guards doesn't match any records for the marshals. She's lying. Her little PDA got it wrong. Did Starlight get it wrong? Is this really the truth? This is the truth, Judge. The blood doesn't match. Those bodies are not marshals. Did you run a DNA test on the bodies? No. Dr. Doom Jazz told me that the server containing the necessary DNA files has been corrupted. Is this true? Yes, Judge. My system's automated backup failed. I checked the one on the moon and that had corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? The only people that can are on the next island and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carry on, investigator. Akiko refused to let Doom Jazz examine the bodies. Why? She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice. This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. Their bodies should not be desecrated by an examination. I believe she was trying to hide that the blood didn't match. Why? Akiko is in a relationship with Captain Voss, who was stationed at the first seal last night. Don't you dare say his name, Nenorochito. Do not dishonor him with your lies. How do you know this, Love Dies? Crimson testified to it. Miss Acid? I can't divulge my sources, but it's true. Relationships between the Grand Marshal and her troops are expressly forbidden. Dr. Doom Jazz testified that the council had found out about her relationship with her troops. You really can't keep anything to yourself if you see a bit of leg, can you? I'm sorry, Akiko. I never thought you were involved with any of this. I am duty bound to aid an investigation. Did it work? Did you get laid? Enough. Do not taint the sanctity of this church of truth. Ice Kiwami told him that the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council. Soldiers are sworn to give their lives in service. As their commander, I didn't take the honor of a glorious death from them. You're lying. Akiko didn't want her troops to die. She knew about the murder and switched them. Can you prove that? Akiko removed 2 prisoners from the barracks prison. Do you have proof that they are the murdered guards? No, but they are unaccounted for. They were never logged back into the prison after being removed. Can't even make up a convincing story for a lie. The maintenance shed near the council building shows signs of habitation. There are drag marks and human waste inside.
When love dies, all that remains.
Akiko stored them in there and switched them out when the time came. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
The guards were killed with a damaged blade. A damaged blade? The lacerations on their throat were ragged. This indicates a blade with nicks or damage would have caused them. Akiko's sword is battle damage and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victims. Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. This fits with her plan of faking Henry's escape. What's the grand plan, Love Dies?
I have a bad
We've got more case files to go,
feeling.
Judge. What about the blade Henry was found with?
Don't
Henry's blade was a
trust
new,
me.
perfect blade. It doesn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
Is this a fact?
Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. He made a mistake or got too cocky, though, and didn't use the right blade to kill the guards. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
Akiko's alibi has been broken. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. She has a previous conviction. Why else would she have aided his escape?
Show me your truth.
Good work, Love Dies. The truth in this case file sparkles brilliantly. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves Akiko guilty.
When
Got anything
love
to say
dies,
about this one,
all
Akiko?
that remains.
I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield cannot be broken. That's a lie. She's lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fakes. Why didn't you admit to him when you told us about the rest of your involvement? Are you stupid? Before all of this, I was a soldier. I will be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their mission through. I was not going to have my name further tarnished if you hadn't got the evidence. I will be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what. The truth becomes clearer. Lady Dove dies. While you're in here, you do not. Oh. The same thing.
Getting saved.
KHX is missing. KHX is the Syndicate's master craftsman and designer of the second holy seal that protects the council. He hasn't been seen for a number of days. Our craftsman KHX is missing. Was he the victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for a syndicate member, but suspicious because he crafted the second holy seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him? Investigators, do you know what happened to KHX? He's dead, lying on the rocks on the coast of the island. Dead? The fangs of death gripped this island so tightly. How could this happen? Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. I guess it's Crimson.
The facts and the truth.
I
are
believe
not the
Crimson
same.
caused KHX's disappearance. Come now, lady. Where's your evidence? Present your evidence.
Show me your truth.
Crying
Crimson
over
revealed to me
was
that she initiated a relationship with KHX in order to acquire the key to the second seal. Crimson is a secrets broker and is obsessed with the unknown. She claimed that she had no desire to use the secret of the seal for nefarious means. Is that true, Miss Acid? Oh, give me a break. Everyone here wants to know the secrets of the seals. Secrets are my obsession. I had to know. I didn't realize I'd be flying too close to the sun on this one, though. I was never going to use the secrets. I don't care about opening the seals. I just want to know what they are. I had nothing to do with KHX. Crimson confessed that she did it on behalf of Witness.
He promised her a way of keeping her freedom on the next island in return for getting the keys to the second seal. Does this mean that Witness is involved with KHX? I found no evidence to suggest so. Crimson got the key and gave a copy of it to Witness. Is this true, Miss Acid? Fine, I gave a copy of the key to Witness. Why? Not so fast. Prove I had something to do with KHX's disappearance first.
Show me your truth.
I found an unsent letter from KHX to Crimson. He knew that Crimson had taken the data key for the second seal and was going to report her to Montserrat. Why didn't KHX report this? This is a huge lapse in security. Crimson told me that she managed to persuade him not to and returned the key. Damn, lady. Present your evidence. I found a tuft of goat fur at the crime scene, which places Crimson there. Do you have any idea when it was from? There's no way to tell. That makes it weak evidence.
Show me your truth.
There were drag marks leading away from the workshop to the cliff edge above where KHX's body was dumped. He was killed, then dragged and dumped. Not by me, he wasn't. KHX was one of our crew. I could never hurt him. You need to be sure about this, investigator.
Show me your truth.
KHX had an obsession with Crimson. His workshop was plastered with posters of her. A lot of people have my posters, lady. That's how I've been used. People are encouraged to obsess over me. I told Montserrat it wasn't healthy. I agree with Miss Acid. This is circumstantial.
Show me your truth.
KHX was convinced that Crimson was to be his astral queen when they ascended to heaven after the creation of the Perfect Island. And KHX was displaying a dangerous obsession with Crimson. I think he went too far and Crimson needed to put an end to it. Whoa there, that's a massive leap. If I went around killing everyone on the island who was obsessed with me, it'd be a full-time job.
Show me your
I have nothing to present. By mining facts, you have discovered a rich seam of truth. Are you kidding me? I'll admit I'm no angel and did some stuff I shouldn't have, but I had nothing to do with this. There's some evidence, but it's a coincidence. Someone else did this. That's not what the truth says. You didn't heed my warning, lady. The snakes got to you. The snakes coiled themselves around the truth so you couldn't see it. I hope you can live with this. You have let the guilty get away. The truth the investigator presented is the truth. Oh, I guess it wasn't Crimson. The second holy seal. The council constructed a doorway to a plateau in space. The dreadful monuments there are used to open the second holy seal. I don't have anything about this. Lady Love dies. What is the second holy seal and how was it breached? Take us for a holiday to the land of truth. Let us sip cocktails of facts on the beach of justice.
I have a bad
With the help of KHX, the council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau on a desolate planet outside of our solar system. The door in the council building acts as a portal to this antique part of space. Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. I have nothing. Okay, I guess it's Lydia.
paradise.
I believe Lydia went through the seal. This is a joke, LD?
Show me your truth.
Okay, take another break and then we're gonna continue. So it seems like we got Crimson wrong. There was just so much evidence against her. I assumed it was correct because it was correct for the other ones, but I guess it was someone else. Don't know who though. I have nothing on Witness to the End. That's so peculiar. I thought something would point to him because he's so suspicious, but I guess not. Okay, it's time to continue the trial. I
Is
found
this a
Lydia's
fact
tablet rammed down a drain.
or
It contains an
truth?
email with a file. That file is the key to the second seal obelisks. Do you have any idea who the sender was? Witness. In addition, Crimson told me that she managed to obtain a key from KHX on behalf of Witness. So Witness got the key and passed it to Lydia. I believe
I have
so.
a bad feeling
Mr.
about
Daybreak,
this.
do you have anything to say? I don't know what LD's talking about. I never saw what that message was. Do you have proof that she used it?
Show me your truth.
I found a hidden space
Trying
helmet
to
that smells of
not
Lydia's perfume. The council used helmets to breathe in space when they traversed the second seal. Whoever went through the second seal would also need one. You're only linking it to Lydia by her perfume? Any of the council could have used it previously. Lydia's perfume is a unique blend. Only she has the recipe. No one else could have used it with this helmet. Isn't that right, Lydia? Don't know what to tell you, LD. Someone's trying to set me up with that. I have a unique blend of perfume, but maybe someone got hold of it to frame me. Did you find any evidence of this? No.
Show me your truth.
What about Lydia's alibi? Tell me about Lydia and Sam's alibi. Lydia told me she was at the Paradise Gates with Sam. They started the warm-up sequence and were waiting there while the murder happened. The nightmare computer logs in the gate confirm this. The warm-up sequence had started at 23:57. Have you got anything that contradicts this? I don't. Then their alibi stands. You haven't been able to break Lydia's alibi. You can't prove that she went through the second seal. She's managed to get away with a good alibi, but I believe she did it. We have to fall back on the official version of events. The official version of events is in tatters. We know Henry's movements on the night were aided by a third party. I've considered your truth.
The court
You have been a
finds Lydia
faithful and
guilty.
devoted member of our glorious syndicate for so long. Why would you turn your back on us now? The penalty for this crime is death. You'll be executed by a bullet of justice from the gun of truth. This is the end of your eternal road trip, Lydia. Why? God damn it, LD. I'm dead, right? Damn it all to hell. The punishment is execution. It wasn't supposed to work out this way. This was designed to be unsolvable. I never thought you'd be brought back. I helped so I could leave these islands behind. I don't care about Perfect 25. Help who? Witness. He said if I helped, I could leave the syndicate. Help with what? Deliver a cargo. I don't know what it was. Heavy as hell, though. Almost cracked the axles. I just had to get into the console building a couple of days ago. What was the cargo? No idea. I didn't ask questions. I just got it inside the council building. It was a black security crate. What about the other seals? God damn it. Yeah, those two. I assume Sam helped you? No, LD. It was just me. I really doubt that. You were going to leave the syndicate by yourself? It's okay, Lydia. I can't live here without you, can I? If you're guilty, I'm guilty, aren't I? We promised each other too much, didn't we? That can't be for nothing, can it? We work together, for Witness. If Lydia is going to die, I want to go with her. Heaven sounds better than an island without her, doesn't it? It was 2 days ago, LD. I don't know what the hell happened in that building last time. We were in there 2 days ago. We followed Witness's plan and opened all the seals. We took his crate through and hid it in the penthouse. The crimes to end all crimes set up 2 days ago. What about the third seal? That was me. A blood lock that requires the council member's blood. Easy to bypass if you have the right sample. I used the sample of Kafka Memories blood to bypass the lock 2 days ago. We have a conspiracy, Loved Eyes. There is no conspiracy. The guilty are trying to take me down with them, jealous of my righteousness in the face of their heresy. That's a bag of crap. You promised me and Sammy that we'd be able to leave the syndicate if we helped. We knew we shouldn't. We knew whatever you were planning would be an atrocity. We've been here too long. There are only so many millennia that can be endured, aren't there? The world needs to be seen. Islands kill the mind, don't they? The truth becomes clearer. There was evidence pointing to Witness masterminding a conspiracy to kill the council. The third seal is a blood lock coded to the blood of the council members. I need to find out who opened the lock on the night of the murder. Who opened the third seal? The third seal is a blood lock coded to the blood of the council members. I need to find out who opened the lock on the night of the murder. Someone breached the third holy seal and took a step away from innocence towards crime. Please bring us a meal of truth so that we may gorge on justice. Lady Love dies. What is the third seal? A blood lock that is coded to council members. To get through it, you either need council blood in your body or a sample to trick the lock. But we have a confession. Lydia and Sam breached the seals. Is that the whole truth or does another truth lurk here? There is more truth to find. Who went through it? I believe Henry went through the third seal. What a fucking surprise.
Show me your
How did a citizen get through a lock coded to council blood? I compared a sample of Henry's blood to a sample taken from the grave of Ice Kiwami. Ice was Henry's father. That gives Henry the council blood he'd need to go through the blood lock. This is a major revelation. Love dies.
I don't like
Revelation. Relevation. I meant revelation. You're telling me the truth blooms. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves Henry guilty. The court also finds Sam guilty for his confessed involvement 2 days ago. Lady Love dies while you're in here. Oh. Who breached the fourth holy seal? The fourth holy seal requires godliness to get through. I need to find out how someone tricked the seal. The fourth holy seal lies deep within the dense fog of abstruse mysteries this island has to offer. Lady Love dies. What is the fourth holy seal? It requires godliness to pass through. Godliness? How do the council pass through it? Montserrat owns a piece of Crying Grudge's flesh and a pendant that would allow him to open the seal. This means that the council can only enter with Montserrat. But we have a confession. Lydia and Sam breached the seals. Is that the whole truth or does another truth lurk here?
The facts and the truth are not
There
the
is more
same.
truth to find. Who breached the fourth seal and found themselves at the scene of carnage? I'm choosing witness. I believe witness is the one who went through the seal.
Not the same.
Heresy.
Show me your truth.
When love died, all that remains.
I went to see Crying Grudge. He told me that witness carved a lump of his flesh off. I believe he went through the seal using that lump of flesh. A god was defiled? What is this heresy? Crying Grudge has some stories to tell. His flesh was used to breach the fourth holy seal. Unthinkable.
Show me your
I have nothing to present. But what about Witness's alibi? Tell me about the alibi for Witness to the end. Witness and Carmelina were in Witness's apartment last night. They were at about 9 and they stayed there until summoned for the crisis meeting. While in his apartment, Witness received a call from Akiko to report Henry's escape. The apartment logs confirm his story. Witness interrupted his conversation with Carmelina to use his phone at midnight. How is that relevant? That was the time when the council were murdered. I believe this is relevant later. Do you have anything that contradicts his alibi? Nothing. I don't believe he left his apartment last night. Very well, his alibi is unbroken. You haven't been able to break Witness's alibi. You can't prove that he went through the seal. But what if he went through it before the crime, to set up the crime? You can't prove that either. If you believe Witness is guilty of murdering the council, you can try to prove it in that trial, not this one. You leave him with no choice. We have to go with the official version of events. A truth is revealed. Henry guilty.
Henry.
The citizen possessed by a demon breached the fourth holy seal last night. We already had a confession from the Daybreaks. They went through all of the seals 2 days ago. Bizarre truths, dangerous facts, the fear of mystery.
The court finds Sam.
The court also finds Sam guilty for his confessed involvement 2 days ago. The crime to end all crimes. Last night the council were murdered as they birthed the next island through meditation. Was it a power play or killing for kicks? Who did it and why? The crime to end all crimes. The murder in the night. The paradise killer. Who killed the council? The truth has aged like a fine whiskey. How does the whiskey on this island taste? Pour us a glass of truth so that we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. I want to know who held the knife. If the killer was set up by a mastermind, we will deal with that later. I want to know who gripped the knife of murder in their palm of guilt. Show us the ultimate truth. I only have Henry. Whoops. I don't think it was Henry. I believe Henry is the Paradise Killer. Are you sure about this, investigator? There is strong evidence to suggest that Henry had nothing to do with this. Are you seriously suggesting that despite all this, Henry actually committed the council murder? Evidence points to another killer being in the penthouse and committing the atrocity. This is the most important decision they'll ever make, loved up. I'm mistaken. Someone else is the killer. Do not test my patience. Who is it? Witness.
Is this a fact?
Witness killed Paradise. Surely this is a joke? I have nothing to present. Investigator, you have no truth to support this accusation. Is this a joke?
The island is dying, and you come to me with no evidence.
You leave me with no choice. We have to go with the official version of events.
The court finds Henry guilty.
The tendrils of conspiracy snake around us. Starlight has a case file that will help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. The truth may not be so simple to discover, however. Henry has been convicted of murdering the council, flying in the face of conflicting evidence. The trials are at an end, Judge. The investigation freak did her job and convicted the killer. Whatever else she found is irrelevant. That isn't true, Architect. Every other conviction stands and judgment will be executed. No, I mean the leader, and this ends now. Execute Henry and only Henry. I am still Judge. I am justice incarnate. Do not dare to tell me how justice should be dispensed. We will see this through, and any who have been found guilty will be punished. The truths have become distorted. The truths have become distorted. You must beautify the truth so that we may appreciate it. Review the evidence, investigator. Reveal the conspiracy. Can you explain this conspiracy? Can you refine a truth from the ore of crime? I believe that Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crimes. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council as part of his punishment. Crimson told me that Carmelina has been put in a number of motions to join the council that have all been denied. She's a genius architect that has helped the syndicate birth a potentially perfect island. Does she feel she deserves a seat on the council?
When love dies, all that remains.
She knows the 25th island will be perfect. Is she worried she won't get credit for it?
I have a bad
Witness
feeling
testified
about
that he's
this.
worried that Carmelina has changed. Maybe she expects more reward for her craft? Yuri confessed to being
Crime cannot
recruited by
hide.
Carmelina.
I don't.
I believe Yuri helped
this.
Henry obtain forbidden books on demonology. If Henry became possessed by a demon, it would initiate the end of the island and allow Carmelina's plan to be put in play.
I
Henry's
have a bad
possession called
feeling
for an
about this.
exorcism.
Paradise
Carmelina
is
wanted
mine.
Henry to kill Grace's bloodlines to give him a prior history of murder. When he didn't step up, Carmelina intervened and killed Grace herself. A demonically possessed citizen would be the perfect tool.
Paradise feels
Carmelina
wrong.
recruited Akiko into her plan. Akiko aided her by purposefully leaving Henry alone with Grace. Akiko faked Henry's escape, putting a possible killer into play. Akiko knew the first sealed marshals would be killed and switched them to protect her beloved marshals. Carmelina got Henry into a position where he could kill the council and he did the rest. Do you have anything to say, Architect? You people would have nothing if it weren't for me. All these islands that you drifted along on. All your tragic little lives. All given to you by me. I facilitate the syndicates. I craft your homes. I have never been rewarded for my work. Never been on the council. Always living off to the side. Not even Perfect 25 got me the recognition I deserve. I don't expect the world. Just some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Perhaps it's its own reward. Be quiet, freak. What would you know?
How did you know you'd be made leader during the crisis? That's the irony. I didn't. I didn't expect Justice Incarnate to reverse the law and make me leader. So what was the play on the next island? When the chips are down, everyone in the syndicate is a coward and a sycophant. You all want your little bits of power and for your little lives to carry on tickling by. The next council would be scared. All seniority would be gone, and I would be the one that had crafted Perfect 25. I would make sure I had the throne. My father was a victim, but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. You people never appreciate what others do for you.
When love dies, all that remains.
The Grand Marshal would give you a loyal army to make sure of it. The plan failed. The truth is known.
All that remains.
You arrogantly believed everyone would believe Henry, a citizen, was capable of breaching the Holy Seals and murdering the Council. Justice is immune to arrogance. A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect, you have been found guilty of conspiring to kill the Council. Your punishment is death. The Onyxian claws of conspiracy tear at the flesh of this island. I can feel the dreadful shadow of this conspiracy looming over us. Can you explain this conspiracy? Review the evidence, investigator.
Is this a fact?
I believe that Witness initiated a conspiracy to kill the Council last night. Witness has become a fanatic. He has radicalized himself as a devoted servant of the gods. He believes the Syndicate has strayed from the holy mission, and I believe he wanted to put the fear of the gods in us. Montserrat was devolving into paranoia and was becoming a dictator. Witness has repeatedly voiced his opposition to Montserrat's plans for the next island. Witness took matters into his own hands. Carmelina told me about Witness becoming rebellious against Montserrat's plans. Witness openly rejected Montserrat's plans to wipe certain events from history and tighten his grip over Syndicate members. Witness has become obsessed with the idea of a cleansing tide of demons. Like the ancient Great Flood, he wants the Syndicate to be forced to start again. I don't know what his plan was, but Witness was plotting something. Witness recruited Lydia and Sam into his conspiracy by promising to let them lead the Syndicate on the next island. 2 ex-assassins are perfect tools. Lydia took something to the maintenance grade on the council building. I don't know what, but she was working for Witness. Crimson admitted that Witness had been using her to get the keys to the second seal from KHX, allowing him to get through the seal. Lydia went through the second seal on Witness's behalf.
All that remains are the facts.
Sam went through the third seal using the blood of Kafka memory several days before the crime. For the fourth seal, Witness took Godflesh from Crying Grudge to bypass this barrier. Lydia and Sam worked together to set up the crime. I haven't found out what the method was or if it even works, but it's clear there was a plot happening. This isn't much, but I agree he was planning something. On a day of horrible truths, this is one of the worst. Why, Witness? I am surrounded by sin and heresy. You are all focused on the islands and your own little ambitions. What about the gods? What about our holy mission? All but one of the pyramids sit empty, and we have existed for millennia. We are an embarrassment to the gods. The Syndicate needed rebuilding. And you would be the one to do it? The who is irrelevant. More important is why and how. Re-establish the priority in our faith. Resume our holy mission. Bathe in the radiance of our gods. I must die a martyr. I tried. I really tried to do the work of our astral lords. I wasn't enough, though. The sin on this island was too great. I hope heaven is everything you want it to be. Witness to the end, you are found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. The punishment is death. The Parlor of Justice has played host to the truths of the investigator. Were the truths as expected? Did esoteric knowledge reveal the truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become executioner and will execute justice. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The verdict is execution. Executed. Architect Carmelina. The verdict is execute.
Instant acid. The verdict is... Dr. Doom Jazz. The verdict is... Release. The accused, Henry Division. The verdict is... The fairy woman, Lydia Daybreak. The verdict is... Scam Daybreak. The verdict is... Execute. Witness to the end. The verdict is... Execute. Secretary Yuri Knight. The verdict is... Execute. The Unforgiving Spectre. One Last Kiss. The verdict is... Release. You have earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, we will reform the Paradise Psycho unit. Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 waits for us. What kind of island will it be? Are you happy with your truths? Did you get the convictions you wanted? You entered into a battle with the facts, the truths, and the suspects. Did you emerge victorious? This courtroom could only allow so many truths to emerge from their hiding places. Are there more to hunt? If you believe that things are not as they seem, there is still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator Lady Love Dies, I will leave you to execute justice at your discretion. Punish those that you deem guilty. Execution or exile are viable punishments. You may also let them go free. Please work for the best interest of Perfect 25.
It's time.
Thank you, Judge. It will be my honor to execute justice. When you are ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the rear mirror in Lydia's car. The car will take you through the Paradise Gates into Perfect 25. Use it at your discretion. Those of you which have not been found guilty of destroying Paradise may leave and wrap up your business before we leave to 25. The Way of Blood Bar. 25th Island Sequence. She completed the job. Was there more to do? The investigator always trusted in her heart. He would decide if Paradise had been saved. We are in Perfect 25, so it must have been saved. Saved is in a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed. That's scary. It is. I hope she knew what she was doing. I'm sure she did. This is Lady Love Dies we're talking about. Paradise is indebted to you. No matter what truth you've made, you believed in Paradise. I hope that we will never have to work together again. I hope that crime can be eradicated and Paradise can be perfect. That is an unrealistic dream. Crime affects every society. You are right. The Syndicate's way of governing is flawed. It always will be. I look forward to working with you again. Truth will always need an investigator and a judge. When you have finished executing justice, please move to the next island.
Sorry.
At least the car is, I can see the car on the AR vision. With Lydia gone, I guess I need to drive out of here. Is it time to go? Time to get out of here. Closing island sequence 24 applications. Ready for island sequence 25. Woof! Oh, you're coming too, are you? Woof, woof! Okay then, in the car. Perfect 25 awaits. A new island, a new council. The syndicate has been changed forever. Facts and truth, truth and facts. Paradise needed saving. Was it worth it? Was it saved? I breathed life back into paradise. Time for Perfect 25.
I'm going to miss Love Dies. We could have had something special. Nothing brings people together like the impending obliteration of a pocket of reality. Still, at least the kids of the Paradise Killer got her out of exile. I wonder if her truths were right. I guess I'll never know. I hoped Perfect 25 was worth it. Obviously, I hope they all die in a fire, but for their sakes, I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short amount of time, but they all seem to be idiots that only work for themselves. I'm sure they'll fuck it up nicely. Anyway, time to watch reality die.
That was a really interesting game. It's too bad that the map was bad. I think that's what really held me back, was how bad the map was. I don't even mind having to like go to specific spots for fast travel if the map is good, but it wasn't. And it seems that I didn't get the Crimson Acid one right. I doubt she was the one who actually committed the, what was it? What did I accuse her of? Committing murder. Yeah. I would recommend this game to anyone. And I guess that's the end of the stream, huh? I did finish the game, technically. Okay, let's raid Sakyu. He's doing art again. I'll be back Friday for I have a Trans Lifeline stream to do. It's just 1 hour. It's just a 1 hour stream. I'm gonna be playing Kitty Powers' Love Life again. And then on Saturday it will be I don't know. What is Saturday again? Friday would have been Yakuza. So Saturday would have to be a different game because I finished this one. Anyway, bye!